There we are again for the second game of this semifinals between Iron Squad Academy and TRL Academy. TRL taking a convincing win in the first game, are looking to end this series quickly and go on to the finals as they did last week.
At this point, it's looking really good for THRLL, right? After that first game, really stomping Iron Squad, actually. Showing basically no mercy. And going ahead in that game really soon. Zed being the MVP. Good man, Diamond Dog. On the Zed, shutting down the Corki, which before the game we talked about the fact that maybe THRLL would take away the Corki from Iron Squad as it had two really nice games against KVM. But eventually they said, nah, man, we're just gonna pick the Zed and poop on Corki, and they did. And there was really nothing that the rest of Iron Squad could do. Also, of course, props to Jaguar, playing a really nice job, doing a really nice job in the top lane. Bottom lane, weak side, just chilling, not having to do too much with that. Ziggs just farming up. And yeah, they kept Titus out of the game early as well. It was a really nice job, high tempo game by Team THRLL. We'll have to see if they'll be able to do the same thing this game, or if Iron Squad can actually bounce back.
Yeah, and the question is, if you're Iron Squad at this point, what are you going to ban? How are you going to play your draft? Because last time round they had a few important bans going on already. Are you going to ban the Zed? Because they're blue side again, they are first pick. If TRL wants, they can keep their mid blinded again, like the last time, till the end. And then, yeah, are you going to ban the Zed? Are you going to pick something to play against it? We don't know, but we will soon see it, because they are already in the draft.
Exactly, the draft going in quick. Karma and Zin being taken away by Iron Squad. Kog'Maw, Ezreal, and Gwen being taken. Nautilus is the last ban from Iron Squad. These picks and these bans going really quick. Picks going really fast as well. As Viego is being picked up by Ion this time. Don't want to give that away to Team THRLL. Seraphine hovered and locked by Team THRLL. And I have no idea who on the side of Team THRLL plays Seraphine, to be honest. Where is this going to fit?
It is, of course, a big flex. It can go both roles on the bot lane. It can go to the mid lane. But I saw a huge priority on the Lulu last time round. It is still open, but the Kog'Maw is banned. And you know, you see Viego Akali picked really early in the draft. This is basically the meta right now. You can't leave those champions open. The question is, who of these two can carry the hardest? I don't know. I've seen both of them do crazy stuff. And Ion picks up the Ziggs this time for themselves. They don't want to risk them going Ziggs Seraphine, which is a nasty combo if those two use those ults together.
Ziggs, Akali as the second picks for Ion and THRLL respectively. Ziggs, Ion looking for their third pick here. They have a bottom laner probably in Ziggs again. Viego is the flex pick once again, being able to go jungle, top, or mid. And the last pick on Ion here, they don't have their support yet, so they could potentially go for that. If they do expect Seraphine to go go bot, then they could choose to go in on that. Ooh, but it is going to be Ziggs mid with Jinx going towards bottom lane. Lulu is open, unless THRLL, of course, bans it out next round.
Yeah, you almost have to ban it right now if you are Team TRL, because you saw the priority that they put on the pick last time around. They just first picked it immediately. You ban the Kog'Maw, but now Jinx is being locked in. Vel'Koz being hovered, I would be surprised if that came true, but it is the Zed once again. And I like that Iron Squad picked Ziggs this time early on, so that they have a flex depending on how confident that the mid laner is to play, the Desrim is to play against that with the champion. Can he play Ziggs against it? Yes, no. Can he play another one? This time he knows the matchup, and it does show confidence from Meteo as well. From TRL says, you know, you saw my Zed, I'll pick it again. What are you gonna bring to the table?
Yeah, and he just shows them that he doesn't care. And that means we're gonna see Akali top, Zed mid, and Seraphine in the bottom lane. So that's the first time, for me at least, that we'll see Slimy Devil pick up a support like this. Mostly he goes for the Nautilus, Leona, Rel, Thresh Brom kind of frontline beefy supports. Maybe a Karma here and there, but it is going to be a Zed eventually, and it is also going to be a Lulu ban from Team THRLL. Don't want to see that combined with this Jinx. Of course, Thresh is still open, and Thresh Jinx, I believe, is still a pretty strong combination in the bottom lane.
Jinx at a good spot in the meta right now with the Gale Force being available, giving her that extra mobility. Let's see how it goes. And as you said, yeah, most supports opt for the heavy, tanky engage type. But Seraphine's still really strong. She was a high priority pick and she kind of faded away, even though not that much changed about her. It is still so incredibly powerful, especially at ultimate and encore coming in. That I'm surprised that we don't see her more often, but apparently TRLL still appreciates the value of this pick. First picks it because it's also so flexible in the draft, but it is gonna go to the bot lane nonetheless. Lee Sin has been picked up. You know, Zed was buffed in the jungle as well. Maybe this is like the mind game from TRLL saying, yo, we just stopped with Zed mid, but now we're swapping him into the jungle. Akali is going mid and Lee Sin is going top. So you can play the guessing game who goes where, because you're not gonna win it this time.
Yeah, that could. I mean,
it could be. We've seen it before.
It could be, because I mean, Akali's not jungling, so it's gonna be. It could be Lee Sin jungle then, of course, which is of course still a solid pick. But we've seen Lee Sin way more top lane than jungle lately, so of course we've never seen Zed jungle.
Oh, whoa.
So maybe that's.
I just want to say we casted a Zed jungle game together.
But not lately, like not recently.
Well, scouting grounds, but it was a fiesta, and Zed was feeding. I don't remember who was playing it, and I think it's just better that we don't say it on the stream. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah, they played it indeed, and I do remember it being played, but it just didn't work out at all in that game. As Sylas and Janna are being picked up here by Iron Squad, so it's gonna be Jinx, Janna in the bottom lane, pretty safe lane for them. They're just gonna want to try Blitzcrank. Wait, what?
This is insane.
THRLL is doing wonky. It's gonna be Seraphine bottom lane with support Blitzcrank.
Or it's gonna be Seraphine mid and they're gonna play like Lee Sin, Blitzcrank in the bot lane. Who came towards me? I wanna see some shenanigans. Give them to me. Yes, this is League of Legends.
I mean, is it?
It says it right there on the top.
Yeah, that's true. No, it says draft lol. So I mean,
yeah, but I'm looking at the client.
Placeholders. Maybe
placeholders.
Please.
A placeholder in pro draft.
Please.
Maybe.
Placeholders.
You know, we're seeing the draft being executed in the client right now, so we will be able to tell you who gets what eventually. Now we can only speculate how that one is gonna go. Of course, as wonky as the draft was the last time around, as magnificent is it in the second game, the only question is, in whose favor is this gonna go? We've seen Blitzcrank today, to some extent effective, but not enough to win the game. Is it gonna work for TRLL?
I don't know.
What do you mean? I don't know.
I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell the future. We are, by the way, redrafting in client, which does give us a little bit of information, of course, as the Jaguar is the one who locks in Akali, MTB picking up Lee Sin, and Diamond Dog once again going for Zed. So it will be most likely the Seraphine Blitzcrank in the bottom lane, of course, giving some extra AP damage as well on top of the Akali, and then the AD is gonna come from Lee Sin and mainly Zed. Bad Pie is going to be the one on Sylas in the top lane. Viego will be our jungler. And then, of course, Ziggs. Wait. Ziggs was that? Wait.
Hey,
Ziggs bot Jinx mid?
Well, they probably gonna swap again, I guess. Well, we're not gonna speculate something that isn't definitely locked in yet. What I do know is that I find the Blitzcrank super awkward next to Seraphine. Usually when we see Seraphine, doesn't matter in what lane it goes support. Builds all these supportive items to help her team, and it doesn't really go full damage, usually only in my solo queue games. That's where they do that, not here. But you have a Blitzcrank next to you. What is the big value of the Blitzhook if you can't finish off the target? There are two possibilities. That they chose the Blitzcrank to destroy the lane with a damaged Seraphine, or they said, you know, the laning phase doesn't matter on bot lane, we have good setup for jungle ganks, so the MTB is just gonna camp the living hell out of that lane on the bot side. Or they say, it's after laning phase is over that this Blitzcrank Seraphine is gonna shine, we're just gonna take all those carries and put them in a basket for our assassins to finish off. That's possible. We'll have to see how they want to execute this.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Desrim and GG Sir actually swapped. So that would either mean that GG Sir is going towards mid lane this game with Ziggs, and Desrim is the AD carry for the change. Or they are going Ziggs, Janna in the bottom lane as they have done before, I believe. And then Jinx mid, which is going to be interesting. Then maybe Lethality Jinx mid.
You know,
could be fun.
So sometimes a role swap is good for your mental, because they had a rough game.
And Desrim is actually decent AD carry.
Especially Desrim, he had a hard game against that last time. Maybe he just really doesn't want to play it against it anymore and says, "Yo, I can play ADC. Let's swap." And maybe GC Sir, he really knows that matchup better. You never know. Some people have those one tricks in the mid lane that they can play, and he plays 6 in the bot lane probably as well, so why not mid? And we'll have to see how it goes against Diamond though, because if he gets rolling again like last game, they might as well surrender again, because they're not gonna win against the Diamond Dog, who just keeps doing what he does. Especially now. I mean, last game they had Kindred and Lulu. Now they have Channel. It's not gonna offer more protection against Diamond Dog than they had last game.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be the case, as another minute and 20 seconds of delay here for these two teams to get into the rift. Well, they probably are into the rift. We have a little delay, of course. Silas versus Akali in the top lane, Viego Lee Sin in the jungle, Ziggs versus Zed, I'm assuming then in the mid lane, and then Jinx Janna versus Seraphine Blitzcrank in the bottom lane. And as you said, the Blitzcrank, a little bit of a strange pick here, as next to the Seraphine, a bit bizarre. Zed has gap closers to get in, Akali has gap closers, and Lee Sin has them. Of course, it just allows your team to keep their gap closers if Blitzcrank is actually able to hook someone into the team, of course, and then they can gap close their way to the rest of Ion Squad's team. We'll have to see if that's actually going to be the case, and if Blitzcrank is going to be able to actually show up in this game. Ion Squad is a game down. They lost the first one here versus Team THRLL in a quick fashion, and that was mainly due to Diamond Dog's Zed, and he's back now, so could be a quick 2-0.
Also, Jaguar was playing Viego. Now it's on the side of Iron Squad themselves. Maybe Tidus can show that he's able to have the same impact on Viego, but then in the jungler, as Jaguar from TRL had it in the top lane. Let's see how it goes. It is a nasty champion next to Akali and all the rest that we saw in this draft. They definitely went all out for the damage once again. We are jumping into loading screen, so this second game is gonna start very soon.
Loading screen is going to show us nothing too crazy, and that was a really quick loading screen actually, as both teams are going to be starting to spawn on the rift here, more or less this very second. Items are being bought, champions are being spawned, and the teams are going to get ready for this second game between Ion Squad Academy and of course Team THRLL Academy, last week's Open Tour champion. A lot of pings coming out here. I feel like Ion Squad's gonna go for a more defensive setup, and maybe Team THRLL with his Blitzcrank looking for an invade in this early game.
We have seen some invades already today with the Nautilus. Now they're trying the same with Blitzcrank. If they can get an early hook here, it's already one step closer to winning this series.
Oh.
You know, I like it. I like the blind hook. you always have the chance that the enemy team is just stacked up with 5, waiting for that Blitzcrank invade, and if you can yoink someone out of there, then yeah, you get bamboozled.
Bamboozled. And yeah, they're blaming the sun. The stance of the sun here in chat. Anyways, it is going to be GG, sir, in the mid lane, as we suspected. And that's actually an interesting change of pace, change of events here. Just swapping 2 players around into a completely different role than the ones they had before. And yeah, let's see if Iron Squad can actually make it work for them. Jungler starting on the same side of the map, so gonna have some action in the top river probably early on.
Yeah, and you know, it has to be said, Slime Devil, he missed 100% of his hooks so far, so it's not a good track record for him. That being said, all these champions want to fight. Silas, Akali, Sin, Viego, Zed. Maybe not as much Six, but if they meet for contesting a Skull Crab or anything, we're gonna see some early kills. And Bad Pie getting shanked already by Jaguar. Is this history of the first game gonna repeat itself?
We might see the same thing here as well, of course. Jaguar, just as on Viego, this time on Akali, able to throw poke out towards Bad Pie. He doesn't have mana, Bad Pie does have mana, and the hook is gonna land onto Jinx with a stun. The bind mechanics is gonna do quite a lot of damage, but he doesn't have anything left anymore, of course, as Desrim is gonna continue the damage. The zap should be enough. No, flashes out of that. Now Desrim is gonna go low with the ignite, taking shield from Janna, gonna go down. Exhaust onto Slimy Devil. The damage from Seraphine gonna come through, just not gonna be enough. And they're so low on both sides, and it's only Aetheri's Janna who is basically healthy enough to stay in this lane safely. But they all decide to stay in this lane together.
Very important. Mechanics has the teleport as summoner. Desrim and Aetheri both use their combat summoners, the heal and the exhaust in that trade. But Mechanics still has a teleport, so they can get an advantage out of this one. Also have the heals on their side, so I believe, even though it looked so close and it looked good for Iron Squad, that this is a favorable trade for TRLL.
Yeah, with of course the heals from Seraphine eventually. Seraphine did have to burn the flash to get away from the damage. Early on, flashed the zap, I believe it was, from Desrim's Jinx. And managed to survive it, and as I said, has the teleport, has the heal, so can stay in lane a little bit more. And if he really has to leave, he can just teleport back in. And we do see a top lane, a little bit of a brawl going on between these two junglers. MTB needs to get out of this one, uses his flash to get out as the teleport came through as well from the guys to help him out. Eventually, not necessary. And they're able to just get out of that one.
You can just see how strong Viego is with that red buff, keeping those on hits going on Lee Sin. And we always saw Lee Sin as that super strong early duelist, but doesn't matter. Viego thinks can't win.
Just Viego thinks. Of course, he caught him out, and it was a bit of a surprise for him. Janna, just not on time with the knockup, but it looks like Seraphine is gonna go down. First blood goes towards Viego, and a little bit of a trade kill then in the top lane. Jaguar picking a 1v1 kill up against Bad Pie.
Yeah, that's bad news for the top lane, but good that they capitalize on the fact that bot lane from TRLL had to blow their flashes early on in the 2v2 trade. So a good spot from Tidus there to gank. If they can get the Jinx ahead, that is super good for them, as well as the Viego. Look at this, he's trading, but he's in a tough spot here. Yeah, he's gonna fall. That was not the best communication with his bot lane, because you know the Blitzcrank is missing, you don't know where MTB is, and you invade there. Eventually the teleport from Mechanics comes out, so he's earlier than expected, and yeah, and you lose your life. So it was a good play on the bot lane, turns out in the trade.
Jaguar going really hard here onto Bad Pie. Bad Pie does so much damage. Jaguar feeling safe under his turret there, is not able to pick up a lot of farm anymore here anymore. Anymore? Double anymore.
Definitely
Jaguar.
not anymore.
Anymore. My brain just said, do it! Say it twice! Now GG's going down here. That mark is gonna be enough. Bloop.
Yeah. This is a terrible deja vu coming through. Hook goes wide on F3. And I'm sad that I'm gonna hold it because bad pie. Yeah, it's not meant to be a long cast here, you know, they all die.
It's dead all over the map.
It is Bad Pie and Diamond Dog getting picked off at both sides. You can see Viego is running to the top side of the Diamond Dog. He's not gonna risk fighting those two dudes there. We can see a trend of Akali and Viego getting fed in games. Even though they're on opposites of the team, it doesn't matter, those champs get
Weird.
kills.
Strangely enough, Hook once again going wide, and now they have some pressure, of course. As you said, if the Hook is down, then there's not a lot of pressure. He tries to run out of that one. Slimy Devil gets knocked up after he gets locked up in those traps, and now Mechanics can do some return damage. He has a double cast available, and he uses it to clear the wave rather than heal his support. Not the dumbest idea, of course. And that was close.
Desrim keeping his farm up pretty well, even though Mechanics used his teleport once to come back in the lane. It's fine for them, you know, if Jinx goes equal, it's fine, and Seraphine goes equal, it's also fine. The bot lane, honestly, in this phase of the game, doesn't really matter. It are those solo laners and the junglers that really want to spike ahead, and I think GG Sir, he just wants to have some damage control, which is super hard, because he already got dove by Diamond Dog at this point.
It's gonna be difficult for GG Sir to do anything in lane here. He's falling behind in CS already. 15 farm lead, close to 15 farm lead for Diamond Dog at this point. Top lane, bottom lane, and jungle are fairly even in that aspect. As if you do look at the goal difference, of course, there's not a lot of goal difference, about 1,000 in the advantage of Team THRLL here. A little advantage in the top lane, but that's close to it. And Drake being contested.
We don't want to give it up, you know, the control that Iron Squad Academy had against KV Mechelen. He's not here, but the hook lands. Oh, can he get out?
He's not able to get out, and Desrim gets charmed as well by the... Ooh, the shield's not going to be able to keep his AD alive. Flash from the MTB. He gets knocked back by GG Sir. Now Diamond Dog going in really hard, taking quite a lot of damage. Hook is going to come through. Is it going to be enough? Doesn't look like it is. And meanwhile, two top laners going to be brawling it out. First Drake of the game looks to be going towards Team THRLL.
That was a one fight by TRL. Once again, the damage is just too great. They can't survive all that burst, and it all starts with the hook on Tidus, of course. That's something that you can't let happen. Meanwhile, an outplay on the top lane, and Jaguar gets away with a sliver of health.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable calling those things an outplay, because I just see Akali dash 75 times. And Silas just goes,
I feel
sure.
I feel dirty when I call it like that.
It just seems like Silas is standing there spinning his head around on his own neck going, yeah, sure, just you go left, okay, right, sorry, behind, in front of, and I'm dead. It's really difficult to catch out on Akali. That being said though, there's no way I can pull that off, so there must be some skill.
There must be something that they do right and we don't. And that's why we are casters and they are players.
Yay.
Yay.
That's why we can say, no, Akali's a stupid champion, but are not able to play it as Diamond Dog. Bye-bye, Desrim. You're dead.
Assassins
Desrim?
is the song this game. Everyone is playing and balling on it. We have a 3-0 Jaguar here on Akali and a 3-in-1 Diamond Dog on the Zed. And it feels like it's going the exact same direction as Mechanics runs into the mid lane, binds GG Sir. Does the ultimate still available or not? Oh, it's just the MTB that comes in for the kick in the face and the dash out, and he meets Tidus here.
Diego is there. Tidus going to be taking some damage. It's a 2v1 situation, 3v1 situation. That hook comes through, kicks him away from the hook. It's going to be Slimy Devil with a flash, not going to be enough. There is pick something up. It's not enough. It's not close to being enough.
Ooh, the bite.
Jaguar going pretty deep. It's not going to be good for the kill, as Bad Pie does find a nice little trade here, despite being down 3 kills. And more or less 10 CS. Yikes. 3-0-0 Akali versus an 0-3-0 Silas. Blech.
Bad Pie is doing the best that he can, but of course the sustain has been picked up by Jaguar with the Leeching Leer. So it's fine for him to get some trade in. The only thing that needs to watch out is that Kingslayer, but they're going for the easy pick of Diamond Dog, just stabbing Silas under the turret.
Not the slightest issue with taking him down. Once again, THRLL pulling ahead early on in this game. 13 kills to 2. 21k gold to 16k. That's 5k gold ahead. Mechanics should be able to win this against Desert as he flashes away. Is it going to be enough? Ooh, Mechanics really close. But he wins it eventually. And now Jaguar going hard onto GG. Sir, second ult charge goes off. Throws the daggers in his face. Hook. Silence from Slimy Devil. The Viego trying to find him with the kill is going to be able to do so. As it is going to turn into a double kill for Akali. 2 more minutes on this next rate. We're 12 minutes into the game, and once again THRLL has pulled ahead by 5,000 gold.
And more, so all the gold is on those assists. Ooh. Super Mega Death Rocket does not find its mark on the bot lane. Would have been a nice pickup by Desrim, but doesn't find it slightly. And I was surprised Mechanics was... Jedi, come on, you can finish this. It's really,
I mean, I don't know. He has the heals. He has the double cast. It should be enough. The Zephyr slow. Zap is going to come through. Flashes out of that. No way. He survives.
No, it's impossible.
It's going right for Iron Squad or
I can
Team THRLL.
Hear Luke Skywalker really scream. That's not possible. It's painful.
Why? I don't hear him. Is he next to you?
I don't know. Easy.
I don't know. Hook goes wide in the mid lane. Sonic Wave is going to connect. Not going to be enough though to continue. My mind's telling me no.
It's a rough game. If you are Iron Squad now, they know that they need to win or the series is over for them. They lose the semi-final and THRLL goes on to their second final of this Open Tour Week 2 qualifier. Well, the MTB is running towards the bot lane. A good kick onto the Jinx. Not gonna follow up. A lot of damage coming through from Desrim here at this point.
And GG Sir might be in a world of hurt. Oh, tries to use his satchel charge to get out of that one. It's not going to be enough as Jaguar's there to pick up the final damage. But now in the bottom lane. Oh, great flash there by Titus picking that one up. He is onto the Lee Sin now. And of course, as a Lee Sin player, how that works. Heartbreaking, not going to be enough. Great hook there by Slimy Devil, saving his bottom lane carry. And now he has to run out of that one. But of course, Viego can ult 74 times in about as many seconds, so that's perfectly normal. Thank you, Riot Games.
Just doesn't reach in, and this is too deep for Titus.
He's in trouble, and he's gone.
Yeah, they are fighting, you know? Iron Squad, they're still fighting, they're still going for it. They're not gonna go down without it, but it just feels like the gold lead is extending in favor of TRL here. You can see that by trying stuff, but these are the 2 most fed members of the team from TRL, so they're not gonna let this one slide.
It doesn't look like THRLL is gonna give this one away anymore. 21 kills to 5, 7,000 gold lead at 14 minutes. I mean, how often do I even have 7,000 gold total?
Not in my games.
Exactly. Diamond Dog Zap, he's gonna be able to survive. Lee Sin once again in the bottom lane, and Drake also being pinged by Team THRLL. Of course, they have all the room in the world to do basically whatever they want.
Diamond Dog still looking for it. His death mark is up now, so he can look for an assassination there while the rest of his team picks up the second Drake of the game. It is an Infernal Rift. It has happened today. We have a damage rift, and you know, if you're on the side of Team TRL, you're thinking, yeah, we might like some more damage. We like some damage.
We would like some damage. We would like some damage. And a little bit of an Ocean Drake, and then indeed, as you said, the Infernal Soul is going to be on the board for both teams. But of course, Team THRLL not only closer because of the fact that they have 2 Drakes already, but also closer because of the fact that they're just way more ahead, and I don't think Iron Squad can really contest this next Drake as Bad Pie goes low. He's able to survive this one. Jaguar healing. Is it going to be red buff ticking down on Jaguar? It's not going to be enough as Tidus uses his ult to close the gap, takes over the Akali here, dashes, tries to dash into them. Not giving me enough theory with the tornado.
Oh no. Oh no, the hook! It goes wide. And that was scary, because if Tidus had hit that shuriken, he could have followed up, and don't forget, he just took over a 7-kill Akali. It could have been disastrous for Team TRL here, but reset doesn't happen, and he just picks up the shutout, which is also definitely something that you want at this stage of the game. Anything is good. Give me anything.
Also, something else that might be a little bit noteworthy, aside from the fact that TRL has 21 kills and Ion Squad has 6, all 6 kills on the side of Ion Squad are on Titus and thus on Viego. The rest is all 05, 04, 04, 03. So basically all eggs in one basket, and it's not even a big basket. There's not a lot of eggs in a small basket.
You know, sometimes it's also nice to have this on the Viego, because I feel like he is the one to carry. Jinx will get there eventually. I don't think if Jinx had ult killed it mattered, because Diamond Dog or Jaguar is just gonna assassinate. You know? Doesn't matter.
If the game goes long enough, then yes, Jinx will get there, but if the game doesn't go long enough, then it's gonna be a big problem. Diamond Dog gonna use his ultimate, jump out of that one once again. Bad Pie is in a lot of trouble getting hooked, getting taken down. Jaguar picking that one up, rooted onto the Viego. He's looking to go down as well. Double kill for the Akali. They continue on to Desrim. The charm goes wide. Only just a great block, but then the
oh no! Disaster strikes.
He played it so well on the Jinx, juking a lot, doing as much damage as humanly possible. But then, Disaster Strikes was a pretty good way to put it into words, as he gets hooked into 4 people trying to kill him.
Oh, Desrim guiding away
position.
To the best of his ability, but it's not enough. Slimy Devil finds that hook at the end. It was already one fight, and meanwhile in the bot lane, of course, Diamond Dog managed to finish GG Sir. It was funny because the directed camera went to the top lane and I saw Zed running away and a partial of Zeke's health popped and I was like, okay, that was a dead mark, but then he was dead anyway, so I guess he just threw a shuriken, which was so much damage, and then the pop of dead mark came after that. But yeah, he's just not getting away from Diamond Dog, and I can almost hear the chat from Iron Squad Academy between Desrim and GG Sir, that Desrim is like, see, I told you that guy was good with Zed. It's hard losing 2 games in a row against the same team.
Yeah, they're really trying on the side of Iron Squad, but it's just too hard against this lineup on the side of Team THRLL. 37k gold versus 29k gold. I don't really see Iron Squad coming back from this one, and the thing is that Iron Squad was looking strong against KVM, and KVM isn't an awful team. I mean, they made the round of 16 last week, they got into the quarterfinals this week, but Iron Squad really took it home relatively easily against KVM. But now, looking at this Team THRLL, I have no idea who's going to be able to stop them at this point. We'll have to see in the other semifinals between, I believe, Bastards and Starland, who, by the way, kicked out Connecting Esports with 2-1.
Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, we'll have to see if one of those two are able to take down this Team THRLL in the final. As that is going to onto Bad Pie. He goes.
The pint? Is it? No, it's not going to be enough. No, it's not going to be enough.
No.
It's the unkillable Zed, man. I'm telling you, this Diamond Dog, he's just.
You gotta admit though, that was really well played by Bad Pie. I don't think he could have done that a lot better than that. A Sonic Wave the shield gonna come through, and he even gets knocked back into his own team by the satchel charge. And the Herald being popped in the mid lane, taken down almost the inhibitor turret.
You know, I must say,
Drake number 3.
THRLL, they're playing a really solid game, but they're not rushing it. They are taking their time. They just say, I'm gonna walk the lane, I'm gonna get a kill, I'm gonna base. And they're not really focused hard on pushing the turrets here and there. No, they're just playing the game calm and methodically, picking up the Drake, picking up the objective, not pushing anything, waiting for the Baron. Oh, Baron is up, maybe we'll start doing it now, I don't know. So they're not rushing it. And against this team, it's possible that they can, but maybe if they had stronger scaling, then we should watch out.
At this point, it doesn't really look like they want to do anything too crazy. Hook coming through from Slimy Devil. Gonna go wide, of course. If you don't throw, you never hit anything. Third Drake already down, of course, for... Ooh, Diamond Dog gonna go really low. DB kicks. Titus is Viego. Oh, wait, look at Diamond Dog. He's really low. He's not gonna be able to do anything anymore, but now Ethereal going low as well. The Ignite is taking. Lee Sin goes deep. Sorry, Jaguar goes deep. Finding the kill. Now looking for the kill as well onto Jinx. It is a double kill. And the juke from Bad Pie onto Seraphine ult. He has taken over the Seraphine ult, but it's a 2v5 situation. Probably not going to be able to do a lot here. Taking down the first inhibitor turret. They're on soul point. They find the first inhibitor of the game. They're going to base after this one most likely, or at least go somewhere else on the map because there's nothing left for them in the middle.
And it was so close. It was a good engage from Tidus onto Diamond Dog, really chunking him out hard, but then he kept chasing. It was basically a 1v2, 1v3 for him, while E3 gets hooked there, brought extremely low, and then it's, of course, Jaguar just goes in, does whatever he wants, kills everyone. And you do have to recognize the good plays that Iron Squad are making. You know, if this was a fight where they weren't so much behind, if this was an equal footing, everything was possible. They play it well, but you know, when you are at the position like this, you can't really do anything. However, Tidus, maybe can he do what he wanted to do last time?
That was a ridiculous amount of damage. And now Mechanics finding the Viego together with the team, gets CC, gets knocked up, gets taken down super easily. And once again, a methodical play by Team THRLL. After finding 2 kills, they don't go for crazy pushes or too crazy amounts of chases. They just go for the Baron buff. And Zed pushes in the top lane minion wave.
The TRL is looking so strong right now. I'm not sure who's gonna stop them. I mean, every time you see a team stomp another team, you think, "Whoa, they're so strong," and then there's always a bigger fish. That's what it feels like. So I wonder who is gonna be able to beat this fish in the Open Tour.
Yeah, there's always a bigger fish, but at this point I really feel like Team THRLL is the absolute biggest fish. GG, Sir gonna use his Zonas, try and get away from Zed is gonna be enough. The Ignite is ticking, he's gonna use the popcorn to get over here. Now Ethereal is gonna be the butt of the joke, gets taken down. Another double kill here for Jaguar Zakali as Bad Pie half HP needs to get out of that one. Flash hook from Slimy Devil, they find Desrim's Jinx, he goes down. 3 kills for Team THRLL. They're gonna continue into the base of Iron Squad Academy. MTB with the chase. Viego is behind them. They're in between Viego and Silas, but it doesn't really matter as Viego's still the only one with kills on the team. On the side, sorry, of Iron Squad. Uses the Zhonya's their Bad Pie to try and survive for a little bit longer. He is gonna go down. MTB picking that one up, and it's gonna be a game where Viego is literally the only one with kills on the side of Iron Squad, unless they decide to do some weird fountain dive. Another hook coming through, it goes wide. Yeah, this should be an
ultimate coming in.
yeah, this should be a clean win eventually for Team THRLL. They're just gonna chase for KDA now.
Yeah, it's over. Iron Squad knows it's over, and you know, Tidus, he had a
Nope.
He had a commendable performance on the Viego, but it's not enough to carry against his team. They did get the kill on Diamond Dog, so worth? Question mark.
Down for Jinx, has some extra gold for the items now. No, of course it's not gonna be enough, as Team THRLL in the same convincing manner that they won game 1, they do the exact same thing in game 2. 16-1-4 Akali, 11-2-7 Zed, and a 5-1 and 20 assists on the Seraphine at the end of that game.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Just 740 is just a serious difference this game, and again, nothing bad about Iron Squad. They showed that they had some really solid plays as well in the early and the late game, but it was just THRLL who played cleanly throughout the whole games, getting advantages, getting solo kills as well. I mean, Diamond Dog 2 games in a row just able to demolish his counterpart and get super fat without needing that much help. It's not like we have to say, yeah, the MTB he camps his lane every time. No, it's not the case. He just does it almost solo, which is very commendable for him. When we look at the damage graphs, yeah, as well, Akali and Zed, they both did so much damage. And yeah, you can see Ziggs as well. Sir, GG Sir did his best to return some damage, but it was not enough. It was Team TRL that takes home the win.
Team TRL in, as we said, very convincing manner, taking the win over Ion Squad. And meanwhile, we do have the other semifinals going on at the Bastards stream, I believe, where Team Bastards is battling it out against the Starland Gaming Club Academy in the other semifinals. I believe they only just started their first game there because they had a best of 3, which took pretty long. The 3-game series, which took pretty long in the quarterfinals, and between SGC and Connecting Esports. But now it is, the other semifinal is still underway.
Yeah, Team TRL is looking for that second win this week's qualifier, and if they play like this again in the finals, then it's not going to be very hard for them. Did they drop a game last week against anyone?
You mean TRL?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Let's have a quick check to be 100% sure here, real quick, because otherwise, if they haven't dropped the game, it would be sick if they go the entire Open Tour without dropping a single game. Imagine if they did.
Oh, they dropped the game against Dutch Community team in the quarterfinals.
Did they actually?
And that's it. the rest, they won everything 2-0.
Okay, so they have dropped the game.
They bleed.
They are, they bleed. They are beatable. They are very beatable. And yeah.
All right. I think that's it for us. We want to thank everyone for joining us in the stream. It was super fun. Some clean drafts from the coaches as well. I like it when we go off track and take some juicy picks with it. We're gonna sign off here. It's possible that we
have to. By the way, give a little bit of extra information. Ion Squad played, I believe, with 2 subs today, so that's pretty impressive to find, the play the way they did with 2 substitute players. That's why they had 2 80 carries, GG Sir and Desrim, both actually an 80 carry main. Mm-hmm. So they did well playing that way, and of course the main support, Damalot, was not able to play today. But their substitutes did a commendable job today, so props to them definitely. And just wanted to give that extra information to you lovely viewers out there.
All right, thanks everyone for watching. There is probably gonna be the hosting on the stream for the finals, but we'll be signing off for this week. Next week we'll be back for the 3rd week of the Qualifiers Open Tour at 12 on Saturday. So we'd love to see you there, and have a nice Sunday.